Hello everyone, I'm Vortex TCG and welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to be showcasing you guys Aegisdramon. Aegisdramon is a deck that I played a bit of on the channel already, but I never really enjoyed it. So I decided to give it another go because now we have access to BT11 and a lot more support cards. And if you're looking forward to this video and future Aegisdramon videos, please do like and subscribe to the channel. It helps a lot. I'm uploading every other day. And yeah, my opponent here is going to be playing Sukamon or KingSuka or KingSukamon. A deck that is very interesting, but I don't feel like it has all the pieces it needs as of right now. I think it's lacking just a couple more support pieces, but I don't think it's probably ever going to get them. And by the time it gets them, I don't think it will be enough, quite frankly. So I like the deck though. Like, the deck thematically is very fun, and yeah, I love it for that. So he plays the Tumon here, and then I promote with the Aegisdramon, and then I go into the Seadramon, one of the core new cards from BT11 that helps this deck quite a lot. Mainly because of it's actually both effects. It costs 4 to digivolve into, which is definitely a lot for Seadramon. But it allows you to play any level 3, and then as an inheritable you also get to gain a memory when you play an effect, and that's on all turns. So if Aegisdramon triggers on your opponent's turn, you can activate its effect also. And so his turn, he goes into the KingSukamon. Don't really agree with this because now it's kind of just a sitting duck. Doesn't have any effect essentially, so I'm pretty much okay to continue on here, I feel. So I go into the Plesionomon to continue my advantage going, and Plesio is just so good. Like, it just enables a lot of the stuff, as you'll see. So I play the Plesio, play the Crabmon from underneath, and then I put a guy underneath the Plesio. And then I gain 2 memory because of the inheritables of Buka and the Seadramon, and just trying to think of effects here, I believe, because again, like, I haven't played this deck in a while. It is sometimes very difficult to, navigate it a little bit, but I think at this point it's pretty good. So I swing with the Plesiomon. It has jamming, so doing the 1 check here, nothing major here, so feeling pretty good about that for sure. And now I just got to be careful of what he might potentially play on his turn, because I know as a black deck it might have some sort of, option cards that could possibly get rid of my entire board. So I'm definitely a little bit worried about that. Ultimate Flare would definitely hurt a lot here. So what I do here is I go into the Ice Wall, so he's limited on his turn. And then I go into the Aegisdramon here, just to at least protect it a little bit more from stuff like Ultimate Flare, if he does have it. So, at this point, I don't think my opponent's very happy with his hand. Again, don't hate on him in the comments, guys. Like, this is his first time playing the deck, and there were some interesting choices that he did with deck building, which personally I don't agree with, but, if you can build your deck the way you want, really. So he swings into the Penguinmon because, well, he needs to clear the board at least a little bit. Goes into the Etamon to provide security attack -1 and -3k to a guy. So in this case, it's going to be the Gomamon, I believe, here, which obviously deletes the Gomamon. He has to trash a card, so he trashes one of the Sukas. And so it goes to my turn, and I'm feeling very confident at this point. So I go into the Mega Seadramon here. I don't really like this level 5 as much anymore because I don't think it provides enough support, I guess, for the deck. Get to play the Goma and draw 2. It's nothing, and then I swing again with the Plesio, and then swing for game. And so we get onto game 2, and I had a pretty convincing game 1, I feel. My opponent didn't really have the answers that he was looking for, and I get off to a pretty strong start here as well by going into the Gomamon, and then also gaining the Tobimon. I consider something else here, but I'll go to the Tobiomon here, because I think at this point I was lacking a level 4. And so my opponent goes directly into a Chumon, and he then goes into the Sukamon. Now that I can see his hand a little bit, he should have definitely got into the Chumon in raising as well, because he needs to get that advantage as quickly as possible. And I think he was also supposed to reduce the cost of the Sukamon as well. But again, he was learning the deck, so I don't feel like he knew 100% what he was doing at this point. He got a lot better as the tournament went on, to be fair. So I'm not going to hate on him or anything like that. So my turn goes pretty well, able to get more draws. He swings into security, and then I'm just checking effects because I'm not very familiar with this deck myself. So he then gets to reveal the top 3 and add one of the like Nanny or anything like that. But he doesn't get anything essentially, so not great for sure, because hitting both Swartz is not good, but I don't think it really matters that much at this point, because I have a lot of pressure on the board at this moment, so he can't really do much, I feel. So I go into the Plesiomon here, use its effect to play the Aquatic one, because EX3 hates us all, to then put one underneath again. I then gain 2 memory to continue my turn. And at this point, I'm just checking. I was trying to find a list of all the aquatic stuff because I didn't want to, get it wrong. Because I know like all the cards are supposed to have synergy in the deck, and I'm supposed to know it off by heart. But the EX3 cards, I really think they should just reprint this set as quickly as they can, because my god, some of the misprints of like what does aquatic mean. I believe the angel stuff has problems with it as well. Real problematic. And again, like, I don't like checking my phone in these situations, but I have to because of how bad the print cards were, unfortunately. So I changed my mind here just as a heads up, because I forgot about what the card says essentially. So I remember that I could put a Mega Seadramon underneath. And my opponent allowed it, so he swings with... I swing with the Goma and he gets the Marquee, so he gets to add 1, and then I believe it's dual coloured, and then puts the rest to the bottom of the deck. I swing with the Plesiomon here. Again, nothing too crazy. And at this point, I'm just trying to make sure that I extend my lead, because I have obviously more security than him. So what I do here is I just go into the Tobiomon to only give him 1 memory, because at this point I don't think he can really do that much, in my opinion. So I feel better for sure about the situation. So here I go into the Aegisdramon here, and this is where the game pretty much ends because of the bonuses that I get essentially. So I play the Seadramon. I gain 2 memory, continuing my turn here. I gain the Plesiomon to bounce back the Etamon. So I'm feeling very strong here because, he doesn't have a blocker anymore. So I start swinging. I use the Seadramon effect to play a guy from underneath, because it has an on-play as well, to then gain 2 draws. And start swinging, and then I swing for game.